Browns have a number of guys coming up that they're going to have to do something with. Who do you think they deal with this offseason? There's a window coming up, and many people think the release of Sheldon Richardson is so you can do some things, rolling cap numbers over and extending people out. Who do you think they take care of in this offseason extension-wise?
My two priorities would be Denzel Ward first and then Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is a free agent after next season, so I think he needs to be on that list. But Denzel Ward, your cornerback, we talked about him earlier in the show, how good he's been. Those would be kind of my first two priorities, to get something done with those guys, especially if you can do like a 4-year deal with Chubb for that $12 to $13 million number, pay for those prime years and then kind of make decisions after that year to year. And Ward would obviously be a pretty massive extension at the cornerback position. I'm really curious how they're going to approach Baker Mayfield, because there's an argument to be made that you get something done early. Maybe it's not going to be as expensive. If he comes back and he plays like a top 10 or even top 5 quarterback next year, you might be paying him Dak Prescott money. So I'm curious to see how they'll approach that. But I would prioritize those other two guys first.
Yeah, the other thing about Denzel Ward is he's been kind of banged up. If he stays healthy and has the type of year he's capable of having, you may be running into the same thing with him if you don't get that deal done, that you end up paying him significantly more than you would have if you lock him up now.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like kind of that old baseball model, right? We saw the Indians do it back in the mid-90s. We've seen other baseball teams just through the years follow that lead. Get those extensions done early. Give guys that security. And on the NFL, it's not security as much as it is, kind of get them that upfront money as soon as possible. But it's the same sort of concept, right? Get some guys done early. Maybe it's not going to be quite as costly. It becomes a little more cap friendly down the road. And the good thing for Browns fans that they need to remember is, even the extensions the Browns do this offseason, they aren't going to necessarily kick in right away. So this team should still have some cap flexibility moving forward. Even with Miles getting done last year and maybe a couple big guys getting done this year, those extensions, it might be a year or two before they really kick in and cost serious dollars against the cap.
And the other good thing for Browns fans is that cap's going up because of the expansive billions of dollars that's coming in because of the media rights that the NFL has signed.